So I want to show you guys how to get the crankshaft pulley off, and this one is a 4.0. This is from a Chrysler. If you've seen the video I did, if you go back some videos, I replaced the engine in one of these. It was out of a 2010 Chrysler Town & Country and had a 4.0 in it. I don't think that 4.0 didn't like last long. It was maybe for like a few years. I know they put it in different models and stuff. It was like the 4 that was based off of the 3.5 and then the 2.7 around that era. So you don't really see these like this, but in this video I'm going to show you guys how to get the this style crankshaft pulley. So this is an old engine. The crankshaft bolt, it's not in there. Obviously you should know how to get the crankshaft bolt off. Cool. Once you get that off, and some of them you might got to heat up just to get it out. It probably could be similar to like what they have at like Honda, where I got the dampening socket. I got a video showing how to get that off if you stick around to my content. So this tool I want to show you guys just to start with. So this set I got from AutoZone. It was part number 57139, and again in the camera comes with like you got these extended rods. We'll get to these in a minute, but they got like different sizes for a reason. And you got your 3 jaws right here, which you can kind of flip them. I don't think they're like interchangeable or something like that, or at least I don't know. You could take these out. Sometimes they got these little pins in here which you can press the little button and you can snap them out. And sometimes you might have to finesse 1 or 2 in there just to get the 3rd one in there, but that's just like extra stuff. And then we got this screw right here, which is the important part. So for me, since I took the bolt out already, I'm gonna figure out as far as lengthwise how long do I need the rod, and this is the rod that comes in the set. So let's get one in there and see. Probably start with the second one. I don't know if it's too long or not. That seems pretty fair, so I'll leave this off to the side. Let's do the first one just to do a comparison. This is too short, because if you use a short one and then you go to put this in there, when you're trying to back this out, you're going to max out because you don't have enough length. So the correct rod length is very important. So I'm going to pull the whole thing out, and then I'm going to start threading this. I hope you guys paying attention. Cool. Then this, you're going to have to get these teeth, or it's kind of like a hook basically, but just hook them in the back side of this pulley. You'll make sure you clock it to the right too, because you know you're in the right spot. So I'll get one in there, get another one, and remember I said sometimes you might have to take one off just to get one in there, and that's probably my case right now. So I'm gonna get the other one in there, if you can get in there. Stop being bashful. So looks like I'm probably gonna take this one out too, just to get that in there. Here we go. Cool. And then here's the other one. I'll get that leg in there. Like I said, just take them out. That's what they make them for. Then you can get them in there. Mind you, this is for Chrysler too. Now I do use this for like Ford products and what is it, like Ford, definitely Chevy all the time. So clock it that way to the right, and you know you ain't gonna like back out really. So cool. Next I want to get my rod in there, which I'm gonna have to unscrew this out, right? Come on. Come on, I want to take it out. I want to be all long. Make sure that goes to the back side, right? And then get you threaded in there. Now I'm going to take a 3/8 gun. This is a snap-on one. It's just powerful enough. It says probably not to use impact tools, but I'm going to use it on this case because I've been doing it for years. I'm a mechanic. This, you can get away with using a 19 socket, but I get away with using a 3/8 drive on here of the gun. So we're Gucci on that. And all you're doing is really just driving it in, and make sure it just locked a certain way. So right here is where I want it. Back this up because I'm not where I want to be. Actually, clock it to where, don't listen to me and clock it to the right. Some of them you do. Clock it to where you got a good grip basically. So let me find a good grip. Here we go. Look like we got a good grip. And then just start driving it out. And that's easy, and it comes out just like that. You don't have to take it out the same way just to get the arms out of it. It's a little pain in the ass, so I'll just take 2 pins out, and then should be able to get them out, or I could just take all of them out realistically. Cool. And stick that And there. Cool. Now going back in, it's going to be a little pain in the ass, and you're like, how can I get this back on? So I'll show you a trick. So make sure you're going on the correct side. This one can get lined up anyway, so there's not like a dowel pin or nothing. So make sure you can get it where you can get it like not flush, but it's tapered in a way you ain't gonna be able to drive it, but just get it in there something. Now I got a block of wood. There's a way you could do this. If you grab a bolt, grab some washers, and they can help drive itself in or whatever. We ain't doing it that way. I just use a block of wood, and excuse me for the airplane noise, but I guess I just let that pass real quick. Block of wood, hammer, and literally just hammer it down some, enough so you can get the bolts, like the threads, to catch. Now I can get them to catch now. I won't have to shim this up with something in between, but it depending on your setup. The bolt might be shorter, longer, I don't know in your case, but I'm just trying to help you drive it back down. So then you might want to get your bolt again, check it. If it's not catching, like I said, I'm catching, but for you, if it ain't catching, grab it again and keep driving it down just a few centimeters until enough to the bolt start catching, and then thread it down. And like for me, let me go get some spacers just to demonstrate some random nuts. Got a little ant guy there, he better get out the way soon. And take a little 18 and just drive it back down. Now your bolt is gonna look different than this. Mind you, I can't find my original bolt. I'm just demonstrating for y'all. And see how I'm driving it back in just based off the space. That's how you install a crankshaft pulley, and how to remove it as well.